can turn the world on with a smile. You can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's your girl and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, don't need to fake it. You can never down, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all.
Hi everybody, welcome to the show. Today is January, Thursday the 26th, and Marc has 894 days left to serve in his sentence. We're past the halfway point, and you can watch the days dropping off at freemarc.ca. There's a countdown clock on the top. Marc sent me a note today saying that he was actually asked with his band, Yazoo, to perform today in the prison for the American Correctional Association. Now they do the accreditation of prisons, and that means they go around to every federal prison and make sure that all the programs are being offered and that safety standards are up, and it's basically to make sure that the prisons are run smoothly. Of course, there are violations that happen a lot in the U.S. prison system, but thankfully this organization is kind of separate from government, so they call out the prisons when they do wrong in many cases. But they are there to see how this prison is being run, and Marc has been asked to perform with his band for these inspectors. So they get to see Marc perform his music that he's been really excited about lately. He said they just did an amazing version of Stormy Monday. He's been so excited about learning that and said that it went really well. So that's something kind of interesting. You know, Marc is the house band to show off for the inspectors, and we have said before, and it's true, that this prison is much, much better than the private prison Marc was in before. So we're grateful that he has the opportunity to play music and to use these instruments and to have some sort of programs offered, because it's something all prisons should have. They should be trying to make people better citizens and better people, not deprive them of absolutely everything. So that's some good news from Marc, and as always, you can write him a letter. He always appreciates it. The address is at freemarc.ca, and be sure to check out his article, Advice for Aspiring Activists. It's really awesome, gives you a lot of ideas of how you can get involved and make a difference if you're kind of frustrated and trying to figure that out. Coming up for me, again, I'll be going to New Hampshire to the Liberty Forum, where I've been invited to speak, and that's being held on the 23rd to the 26th of February. And I've been given a code so that people can buy tickets to come to this event. It's got a lot of different speakers on the topic of liberty and freedom, and the code is CCM 2012. So that's 2012. And if you enter in that code, CCM 2012, you'll get a discount to attend the Liberty Forum, where you can meet me and Peter Schiff, if you know who he is, a monetary type guy, and a lot of other people who are speaking. So I'll plan to meet people in Boston one night for dinner, hopefully, and Rhode Island for another, and get to see everybody out on the East Coast that I can in the short time I'll be there. So send me an email at jodie@cannabisculture.com, and we'll try and plan something out so we can meet up. I've been having some fun times here in Vancouver with the politics of what's going on in Canada. I was invited yesterday to a meeting by the Vancouver East Liberal EDA, the Electoral District Association. The president and vice president wanted to meet with me to talk about marijuana policy. And that's because the Liberals held their convention, their federal national convention, and 77% of all the delegates agreed that marijuana legalization should be part of the party's platform. And I got this phone call asking if I could meet up with them and offer some advice and talking points, and we can communicate and maybe plan some events together in the future. And that was very productive and very inspiring. And I'm also going to a dinner on Saturday night with the interim leader of the federal Liberals, Bob Rae, along with the Member of Parliament for Vancouver Centre, Hedy Fry, who is my MP and who I voted for in the last federal election. So I'm going to that meeting because Bob Rae, as the leader of the federal Liberal Party, has said that the war on drugs is an utter failure and that we've got to change the way we're handling marijuana and drugs. So that's really exciting, and I intend to thank him and congratulate him on that and encourage them to keep fighting for this issue because we need as much political support as we can get. And if any party chooses to endorse our message, I'm going to thank them and offer my support in return. I hope you do too. So always remember to get involved with any organization or political party that's supporting our cause. And our cause, of course, is to enjoy freedom from oppression and from prison and police by being free to use what we choose to if we're not harming anyone else. And that's what our battle's all about. Now, I want to give you a quick reminder about the Cannabis Culture online store. We are doing free shipping for orders in North America. So check out all the free Marc stuff and the books and movies and all sorts of other goodies at cannabisculture.com/store. And always keep an eye out for sales and deals because we've got a couple of them on now, and I'll always let you know about that in my weekly shows. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to do the draw for last week's prize that I showed you. The winner is going to be drawn today. I had 69 entries for a free Marc t-shirt. This is going to be sent out along with some free Marc stickers. And there might be a bit of a delay because we need to order more stickers. So please be patient if you're a winner and you haven't received your prize yet. But I'll assure you that they will all be sent out. And I've got all the winners here. I've been mixing them up. These are the emails, the headers, and the messages from people who have sent me a note entering for the draw. And I'm going to pick a random winner for the t-shirt. Let's see. Let's choose Jonathan T. So been a supporter of me and Marc for a long time. Thank you so much. I'll be getting that shirt out to you. And you know, I feel like I had 2 shirts to give away for some reason. So I'm going to pick a second winner and get somebody else a t-shirt too. I think that was the deal, but even if it's not, let's make it so. So one more winner for a free Marc t-shirt. And if it's a female, we have female shirts as well. And you can check them out at cannabisculture.com/store. The second winner is Dana S. for best wishes to you and Marc. Your husband won last week's hoodie. Well, good for you guys. Now you have a t-shirt to go with it. So I'm going to get those sent out to you guys as soon as possible. And this week, you can send an email to jodie@cannabisculture.com. I'm going to give away another free Marc t-shirt. And I'm also going to include the free Marc Emery wristband and the awesome free Marc Emery lighter leash. And that makes sure that you can clip this on to your belt loop or your purse and never go without your handy lighter. So enter at Jodie@cannabisculture.com, send a note, and I'll draw those in next week's show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support and all your messages, and continue fighting for this battle. Things are getting darker in Canada, but kind of brighter in the US, and we can mix that together and hopefully work to end prohibition on both sides of the border so we can enjoy freedom and liberty in our lifetimes, and if not ours, then at least for people in the future. Our work is never pointless. Whatever we're doing now is helping people at some point in years to come. Tune in next week and go to Twitter and Facebook and all the links below in the info bar. Thanks a lot, and free Marc Emery.
Call it stormy Monday, but Tuesday just as bad. Call it stormy Monday, but Tuesday just as bad.